It's a twister, Annie M. It's a twister. Twister is a nickname for tornado because it's a spinning cloud. Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, and I'm going to talk about a couple things today. Talk a little bit about how tornadoes affect people, you know, because if it has something to do with us and we're directly connected to tornadoes, and how does it affect us? Does it bother our life? Does it really have nothing to do with us? Does it really not play a part in our life at all? Well, we're going to find out about that today. So let's take a look. How do tornadoes affect people? I mean, how do we get involved with the tornadoes? In my lifetime, I've never seen a real tornado in front of me. If I did, I'd be getting away and getting to safety. But I've been alive for 46 years and I've never seen a tornado. Why do we have to learn about them? Well, if a tornado ever comes to New York, then we need to know what to do to be safe. We need to know where to go. We need to know what to tell our family. We need to know how to be alerted about it. Should we turn on the TV or should the TV be off? Is there a special radio station that we should listen to get information about how to stay safe? And how important is that? Those are the things we're going to be talking about today. Okay, so this is something called the National Weather Service. Your mom, your dad probably have an idea of how to access that. And the National Weather Service is basically a radio warning site that will let you know what to do in dangerous weather. They're going to tell you about how much it's going to rain. They're going to tell you how long these thunder and lightning storms are going to last. They're going to tell you when it's all going to be over. Are they exactly right all the time? No, but for big dangerous storms, they're really good at giving people information like don't leave your house, stay away from the windows, you know, whatever kind of warnings they have to give you. This radio station, watching the news is something that, you know, I typically don't do every day, but watching the news and getting current events about weather and things like that can be really helpful. Not only what kind of clothing you should wear for the next day, but if you have a special event. Let's say Miss Duncan had a big birthday party in her backyard. You know, I didn't know whether if I should wear a raincoat or a bathing suit. You know, well, if I watch the weather, I'm going to know what I should wear, depending on what she's doing as well. Okay, so let's get into it. How do tornadoes affect people? Well, let's take a look. Tornadoes affect people in many, many ways. Weak tornadoes can destroy things like stop signs and signs in the street, maybe even big green signs on the expressway. But they can rip these signs down because of the strong winds. Now, some tornadoes are so powerful, they can literally take you, I mean, they could take your home and crush it and crash it and destroy it and push it around and just make it look like this. It's not a nice thing to think about, I'll be honest. You know, sometimes bad things happen to good people, and we really can't explain that. It's just something that happens, but preventing it and getting to a safe place can be a great way to stay safe, okay? So tornadoes affect people in many ways. The weak ones can destroy signs. The strong ones can ruin your entire house. Rip it apart, take the roof off, peel it back like you're peeling back a yogurt cap, a lid. Many people live in places where tornadoes take place. And yesterday, we had talked about Tornado Alley, which is a place where I don't want to move to because I don't want to worry about all these tornadoes. They're very nice places to live when the tornadoes aren't there. But unfortunately, they are very prone to being there. They're very, you know, they happen there a lot. So the people that live in those places, they definitely tune into the radio. It's really important. Stay in touch what's going on with it. They have the people from the radio stations, they went to school to study the sky and the weather, and they know what's probably going to happen. So listening to the radio can be very helpful. They can give you a special warning that you need to hear, and if you didn't hear it, you wouldn't know what to do. Then watching the news on television can also be very helpful. They might say, you don't have to worry about this. It's going to be sunny in 5 minutes. It just looks like there's a dark cloud. Or they'll say, I don't know if you had plans, but break them. You're not going to that pool party. You need to stay inside because there's a bad, dangerous weather coming. So they watch the news on television. Then people work together, and then they repair the damages from the tornadoes. So this is how it affects people. People get together, and they work together, and they work really hard to help put back the pieces of their homes, to remove anything that could be dangerous, broken glass. You know, if these homes are being destroyed, you have to think of all the broken stuff inside. Broken glass, broken windows, from the windows. You know, boards that are very sharp and have spiky things coming out of them. It's just you know, not a safe place at all. Now think about this. We all have electricity going into our homes, right? Well, if the tornado brings some water too, rain, and the home is ripped away from where it was, well, what about all those electric wires? They're near the water now, and that's very dangerous. So there's got to be a lot of professional people that go back to these places before the people that live in the homes go, because they don't even know there could be dangerous electric things going on that you might not even know about. Also, for example, my oven is connected to a gas, and gas is something that I use to warm up food and cook with on the oven. So if the house is moved away and the gas pipe disconnects, well, that could cause a huge, huge fire. And it's very flammable. It could cause an explosion, and it could cause something terrible. So all of these things are happening when the tornado just decides that spinning cloud just pushes your house away from where it was. So there's different things that are connected to your house that are not connected anymore. And if you're near there, you're putting yourself in danger. So I don't feel as if anyone in our class has gone through a tornado. Maybe you have, I don't know. Tell me about it. And I don't know if you ever will. But if you do, now you know. Tomorrow we're going to talk about safety measures and what to do if you're in a real tornado. Stay calm. Number one. Stay calm. Turn on the news and radio and listen to what their advice is. Advice is when someone tells you what they think you should do and the best choices you could make. So listen to the advice of the people on the radio, because they're going to tell you it's better that you're safe than not be safe and be sorry you weren't safe. All right, everybody, tomorrow we're going to talk a lot more about how you can stay safe, you and your family, if you're ever involved in a tornado. I'm signing off. Today is Thursday, and tomorrow will be Friday. See you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.